Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? It's not this evening yet. Today is an earlier vlog than I have been filming, than I usually film, than I have been filming the last week. It is currently 3:58 p.m. I'm gonna check the temperature in just a second because I want to talk about the weather, but I made kind of an executive decision today when I got up. I am going on so many days of very little sleep, and when I do relax late at night, I am just so stressed out that I'm like having a hard time even focusing, and just like the couple hours that I watch TV shows and stuff like that, and not getting any naps. And so I'm literally going on like an average of 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. And so I think today, because Alex said this to me last night, he was like, I think when I come home tomorrow, he was like, I think that you need to, like, when Boo is like resting and he's with me and whatever, I'll just like watch him and then you can sleep for like 2 hours. And I was like, I think that would be a good idea. So today I made kind of an executive decision. I had videos planned for all of my channels, and then I was also doing Cousin Fun Day, and Caroline was running a little bit late. And so I knew I wouldn't get back here super early, but I also didn't want to be gone a long time either. My neighbor was checking in on Boo Radley, so I'll get to that in just a second about how Cousin Fun Day and stuff went. And he was totally fine while we were gone and stuff, but I just didn't want to be away from the house too long. And but I just feel like I've been kind of in very like panic worry mode for like the last week. So it was a week ago that he had his cluster seizures, and so I'm very worried. Like I just want to make it like a week. I don't know why a week means something to me when I hear all these people's stories, and there's like 10 days, 2 weeks, 4 days, whatever. I mean, a week doesn't really mean anything, but and he's very, very tired today. He's very tired, and he's been sleeping a lot. I'll give you a little update on Boo in just a second. But I was so exhausted and so tired when I woke up this morning. So we have to get his meds regulated. We have a bunch of questions to ask the vet. But anyway, we have to get his meds regulated on a more regular schedule. I guess most people give their dogs Keppra 12 hours apart, but we're giving it to him 8 hours apart. And I guess it's what you do like right after a seizure. I'm not, obviously anything that I'm sharing with you are just things that I've been told, not necessarily by the vet, but by people that have experienced this and things I'm reading online. And so by people that have gone through this in this like forum. And so most people, it's like the first week or two after their dog has like cluster seizures or has had a couple seizures, they put them on like a more intense dosage of Keppra or phenobarbital, or they add the two together. Sometimes they add bromide. She didn't even mention that to us. She mentioned Keppra and phenobarbital, but she said she wanted to start with Keppra, and then we would add zonisamide if we had to, which are the two meds that I'm on actually for epilepsy, is Keppra and zonisamide. But she said we could add that, but she didn't want to do that yet because in case we had to like work with the meds. And so, like I said yesterday, our schedule right now is 10 a.m. and then 6 p.m. and then 2 a.m. And so I'm giving him his last dose at 2 a.m., but then I have to get up in the morning because Alex has already gone for work at 10 a.m. and I'm not going to sleep until like 5:30 or 6. And so I'm getting like 4 hours of sleep. But then when I go back to bed, I'm having a hard time falling back asleep. It takes me like an hour because he's kind of antsy and walking around. And so then I'm probably getting only another 45 hours of sleep before I actually am getting up for the day. And then I'm getting up later than I usually do. And so it's like setting me back on all this kind of stuff. So we just have to kind of get some schedule in place. The thing is that you can't just like drastically change the Keppra because it could induce seizures, or it could like put him at risk for seizures, especially being so close to that, and we don't know why he's having seizures. So we have to talk to the vet on like how to maneuver all of this. So that's the number one question that we have with her. But I'm really, really tired. I'm exhausted, and I woke up today and I could just really, I almost canceled with Caroline because I could just really feel it taking a toll on my body. And I told Alex, I was like, I'm thinking about canceling. He's like, baby, you need to get out of the house. He was like, you need to get out of the house for like an hour. And I knew that. But like even talking on the phone, like I go in and, you know, he's fine right now. He's sleeping, but like You know, I was talking to Caroline today because, like I was telling her, I was like, I don't know, and she was running late anyway, and I was like, well, if you want to cancel today, she's like, are you wanting to cancel? I go, I don't know, I just feel like, and she's like, he's gonna be fine, and so my neighbor was like, do you want me to sit with him like I did the other day? And I was like, you don't have to do that because I'm gonna be gone longer, and she was like, well, do you want me just to check on him? And I was like, if you could do that, that would be great. And so I said, I'll just leave the door unlocked. She has a key anyway, but I was like, I'll just leave the door unlocked, and then you can run. She's like, I'll just check on him. Like I said, he's upstairs sleeping on the bed in his little purple bed. I said, if you could just go up there and check. So she checked on him like every 20 minutes. She came over here. And I would text her and I'd be like, is he doing okay? I mean, like, I'm frantic, right? And Caroline said to me, she's like, what do you think people that have jobs that leave their house do, Peter? She's like, you can't just quit your job for 2 weeks. Like, you have to leave the house. So Alex has these cameras that, you know, and all this kind of stuff, but like, I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like I'm in panic mode. And he's doing good. Like, last night was really, I'll just give you the update now. So last night was really good. Alex was a little bit more worried than me because he was pretty lethargic, like when Alex got home until like I would say 8:30 or 9. And so I said to Alex, I said, this is kind of how he is all day long. Like, he's really, really tired, and then he's like gets up a little bit at night. Apparently it takes, a lot of people said they didn't start seeing like changes, like massive changes in him or in their dogs until like 10 days to like 3 weeks. And then some people said even out to 6 weeks. And that their dog was really, really lethargic and whatever. But yeah, yesterday and the day before, I mean, he was kind of, like I said, he was back to his old self again, a little bit. I mean, it wasn't like, I wouldn't say even 80%, but it was close. I mean, his tail was up, he was back to himself and stuff last night. Today, he has been sleeping the entire day. I don't know what is going on. He is like exhausted. And he wasn't really up a lot. I mean, he was up last night, but it wasn't like how it was a week ago. I mean, he's just really, really tired. So I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if it's that, like, we've had so many consistent days of the medicine, it's just kind of like really, like, it's, you know, hitting him now or whatever. But last night, I was like trying to lay down and like rest for a little bit. Alex is like trying to take a nap. He was watching the end of Lincoln Lawyer. Boo Radley was like walking around the bedroom, and I was like, I can't sleep. And so I was like, I'm gonna take him out. And Alex is like, I'll take him outside. And up to that point, he had been pretty lethargic until like a half an hour before that he started walking around the bedroom. And so, maybe it was later than that. I feel like it was like 11:30. Because it was almost close to like 2 hours. It was like 11:30, 11:45. Because Alex, I said to him, this is how he acts about 2 hours before his next dose. So Alex took him outside, and they were outside forever, and he came back in, and Alex was like, oh my god, he's so playful, and he was doing like this kind of stuff with us, and like I was like sitting up in bed at that point, he was like pawing at me. He hasn't pawed at me in forever, and he was like pawing at me, and Alex is like, I mean, Alex was so happy, and he was like, he's back to his old playful self, and whatever. And I said, he kind of gets kind of hyper like this, like late at night. Like the night before, I was really, really worried, because like I told you guys yesterday, like that's how he acted, and then he had the cluster seizures. But then today, he's like super, super lethargic. I don't know, it's like, like every day is so completely different, and so I never know like what I'm dealing with, and it just completely stresses me out. I mean, today honestly probably would have been a good day for me just to film back-to-back videos, because he's literally done nothing but lay in that bed all day long. He doesn't even want to go outside. So, that was last night, and then Alex took him outside, and he was playful. And I was like, I was like, I need to relax. And so I said, I'm gonna take a shower, put on some clean pajamas. So Alex was like, just take a shower, enjoy yourself. So I took a shower. I've been trying to use those native products that I bought. I'm gonna do a full review of it, but I can tell you right now how I feel about it. I hate the deodorant, but I'll get more into that on my review. The body wash is just okay. The lotion I really like, and the body spray is okay. It's like a body deodorant. I like the body deodorant. It reminds me of, it's like apple Honeycrisp or something like that, but it reminds me of like I don't love the smell. It's not, but the smell is okay. It's like different because it's not just like a deodorant. I usually like pretty masculine deodorants, but like to put on like pajamas at night kind of stuff, it's kind of homey. But it's like I don't know why last night I was like, this kind of reminds me of like a scratch and sniff sticker or like a strawberry, what was those strawberry shortcake dolls? Do you guys remember? That's kind of what it smells very kind of like, but I don't know. It just is kind of homey and stuff like that. So I got my pajamas on, and then I sat in bed with Alex and Boo. Alex was still like, or Boo was still like being kind of hyper and running around, and he was coming over to me. I mean, he wanted us to like, he loves underneath his chin rubbed, and so he was doing a lot of that last night. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and call some people on the phone. And he said, okay. And I said, if something happens, just like shout down or whatever, because I can hear inside. Like if Boo Bradley walked down the stairs right now, I could hear the stairs. And so I was like, just shout down. So I came out here and I was like talking to people on the phone. And he was fine. I was out here for like probably like 45 minutes. And then I went inside and Alex said he was going to bed. And so I took Boo Radley out again and then I brought him inside. He seems to be getting hungry later at night too, like really, really hungry. And he had eaten his whole plate of food. So I put another plate of food down there. It was like this, the kind that I bought that comes in the packages that you heat up. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Farmer's Harvest or something like that. I found it originally at Fresh Time. And then I feel like I'm talking really, really fast. And somebody actually commented on one of my videos the other day and they said, I thought you were on 2 times speed, but I just realized, and it was somebody that watches my videos for a while, and they're like, but you're just talking really fast. I'm very conscious of the fact that I'm talking fast, and it's not because of caffeine or anything like that. I actually, I had a little coffee today with Caroline, and then I got this fountain pop, and you can see it's completely full. I haven't had any of it. I'm, going on so little sleep that, my mind is just like, oh, la, la, la. So, anyway, so I heated up some of that food. He ate half the plate. He had 2 or 3 treats. And then he bolted up the stairs. And then I didn't hear anything. I just kind of sat in the kitchen and I cleaned it up a little bit and I didn't hear anything. The only thing that happened yesterday was, and he is not the dog to do this. I've taken him out so many times. Alex takes him out. I mean, we were taking him out literally every half an hour. And he had an accident on the stairs last night. He hasn't done that. And I mean, it's been since PP and, since PP and Tucker were alive, because we always thought it was Boo Radley, but it was them towards the end of their life. And so, he pooped on the stairs last, it was very small, but I was like, this is so weird because we're taking him out so much. But it was just really, really small. And it was weird because Alex said, it's so weird that he did that because I just took him outside and he pooped when he was outside. But this is one of the things I've seen a lot of people say online, is that, after their dogs, get on this medicine and whatever, or if they have dementia and whatever, I feel like we're dealing with 5 things and we don't know what it is. Every day is completely different. Some days he's more active than others. Some days he's completely lethargic like this. And so I'm like, well, if he's hyper, is he gonna have a seizure? And I just have to get to the point where I'm when I read these stories online and people are we went 4 months and our dog had a seizure, and people will be like, we went 6 months and our dogs had cluster seizures 3 days in a row. We took them to the vet, they adjusted the meds, and things have been fine for 3 months. I just have to get used to this new normal, and I'm just not there yet. I'm not. And so I feel like the pooping on the stairs was kind of just a one-off thing last night. I don't know. I don't know what that was about. I mean, he hasn't done, this dog is a dog that is so trained to go, he'll let you know when he has to go outside. And we're taking him out so much. So that was kind of so weird to me that he did that. But anyway, so then he bolted up the stairs and he went to sleep. Well, then I had to wake him up to give him his medicine at 2 o'clock, and he did not like that. And I went upstairs, and Alex woke up and he was like, do you want me to help you with it? And I said, no, I'll take him downstairs. I took him in the kitchen, and he was fighting me for the medicine. He didn't want to take the medicine, but I got the medicine down. And, most of the people that I've read, they give their dog Keppra the pills. Thank God we have it compounded into a liquid form, because there's no way that he wouldn't eat the pills. It's hard. The carprofen, we give him in a pill form, and we put it in a little bit of one of those, what are they called? The pill pockets. He likes to taste those pill pockets, but if you try to disguise the pill, it's kind of he kind of knows. We'll piece it apart, but roll that one into a ball. We roll some other one. He knows the one that Alex is you have to disguise it. I'm we've been doing this for 2 years. I know that, right? But he'll eat all of them except for the one with the carprofen in it, which is half of a little tablet, and so it's not even that big of a pill. So I can't even imagine if we had to get down 3 or 4 pills 3 times a day. He just wouldn't do it. So we have that, and we also have the gabapentin and compounded into liquid form. So you just syringe it into his mouth. And of course, if anybody came to you and was wanting to force something down your throat, it would scare you. And he's a little dog, he doesn't understand it. The thing is, it's worse since this has happened. He's more he doesn't like his this part of his face touched and whatever. I think he knows because we're giving him the medicine. But then instantly afterwards, he's very attention seeking from both of us. Typically the one that gives him the medicine. And then he's wants treats, drinks a bunch of water, whatever. So I gave him his medicine last night, took him outside right after that. He came inside, drank a bunch of water, had some more treats, and then he went back to bed. And then I talked on the phone for a little bit more because I was I waited, and then I could tell he was asleep. So I went up here, or I came out here and I talked on the phone a little bit more. And I really, last night, so I knew that Unsolved Mysteries was coming on at 3, so that was my plan, to start watching it at 3. And, but I had 2 episodes left of season 1 of Dark Winds. And so, I really wanted to watch it. Anyway, so like about last night, as far as like a Boo Radley update, he was very, very playful last night. I mean, it was literally like Boo Radley like 6 months ago. Alex even said that. He's like, this is like who Boo was like 6 months ago. And so, we're not like, I will say this one thing. So anyway, we're not, he was playful last night, but then today, and it wasn't like he was playful for like 6 hours. I mean, it was literally like he ran around outside. I mean, it was probably at max that he walked and was super playful, maybe 2.5 hours. So the fact that he's sleeping all day today, I think it has to be from the medication. And he was sleeping this morning, and I had to wake him up to give him the medication, and he wasn't happy about it. But he walked around the floor for a little bit, probably for about half an hour, 40 minutes, and then he went back to the sleep on the bed on the floor, because we keep one on the bed and then one on the floor. And he just slept through everything. So I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like every day is so completely different that I don't. And I mean, this is the thing with dogs. It's like, you know, like dogs can't talk, so you don't know. I mean, if you could say to me, I'm just feeling really down today. And like, you know, we also don't know the mental state of dogs either. You know, I was thinking about this last night that, or cats, I guess, as well, if you guys are cat parents, that you don't know their mental state. I mean, like, it's a lot for us to go through, but I'm sure it's 100 times harder for this little guy to go through, you know, that I don't know that he's conscious of. If I go to sleep, I might have a seizure, but he knows something's different. He's got these meds. I'm sure he feels different. And so I'm sure it's taxing him out. And so when he's happy and he feels good and he's jumping around like last night, I mean, he was like super playful. I mean, it was like Boo Radley, like, I don't even know if it was 6 months ago, probably like a year or 2 ago. He was like that. He hasn't been like that in a while, you know? So anyway, and we also don't know, like, what's the side effect of this, what's the side effect of that, what's doing this, what's doing that. But anyway, so that was last night. He went to bed, he slept through the night. I gave him his meds this morning, and he's been sleeping all day long. All day long. So when Alex comes home tonight, I'm going to do this vlog, and then Alex will be home shortly after, depending on how long I vlog. Since I'm not, I mean, I don't know how much I have to talk about today, but since I'm going to try to make this a little bit longer, because I'm not going to film on my other channels. But, like, I woke up today, and I was like, I think October, for me, I did a Peter Isms video yesterday talking about fear. That I saw this thing on Instagram, and it was like, these are the things, like, you're going to work on for, you know, I see all those things, I post them on my Instagram about, like, you know, it'll say, welcome to October, and then it'll have, like, a scarf, and then, like, a cup of, like, pumpkin spice latte, and then it'll be, like, a warm fire, and no, I have not called the fireplace yet. That's on my list for this week. I guess I have 2 days left to do that. It's been on my list for 2 months. So, anyway, I mean, when I'm going through all this dog stuff, that's like the last thing on my mind is getting the fireplace fixed. But anyway, so, but there was one last night that had like pictures, and then when you like swipe to it, it was like, these are like the things I'm going to, it was like a affirmation. And it was like, these are the things I'm going to focus on in October. And it was like peace of mind, serenity. It was like better self-care. And I like read through these things, and the better self-care kept on like, I feel like I do a good job of it with like my support system, therapy, my sponsor, my friends, Alex, stuff like that. But like at the same time, I don't do a good job of like just being like, today I just need to do nothing, you know? Like I just don't need to film any videos. I just don't need to do anything. You know, even when I was out with Caroline today, I was like, we gotta hurry, we gotta hurry, we gotta hurry, because I wanted to get back. Even though my neighbor was texting me and she was like, everything's fine, I was still like, you know, and thank God I have a neighbor. She's like, I'm home all day long, Peter. Anytime that you need to leave and you need me to like sit with him, or, you know, whatever, you need me just to check on him, I'm totally fine to do that. She's like, anytime. You know, and she knows about the cameras, and she's like, when you get them all in place, she's like, if something happens, I can run over there. She's like, and then until you get home, she's like, just let me know. She's fantastic. And they've had a lot of issues with their dogs. They had a senior dog, and so she knows a lot about the dog stuff and all this kind of stuff. She's fantastic. And so, here's my neighbor out here. That's giving me a hard time about my sandal stepping in the poop. Is he walking over here? No, he's getting his mail. I'm gonna ask him if he got anything good. Did you get anything good?
No. Bills.
He goes, nope, just bills. These people down here have the most beautiful moms. My neighbor, I don't know why my face is so red today. My neighbor across the street, she has the most beautiful moms. when we went to Costco today, Caroline bought 4 mums. It was actually a good deal. It was 4 mums for, I think, $14.99 or $16.99. But I don't like any of the mums. And they weren't like any of them. I mean, it was like the really small, like the end of a pencil, like eraser. That's how big, like, the blooms were. Caroline's like, well, when you put them in the sunshine, they'll open up, which I don't know if that's true or not. But I like to buy the mums that are already open. So I can, I mean, couldn't even hardly see what the colors of the mums were. She bought 4 of them. She's like, do you want 2? And I was like, not those mums. But, who is this stopping? In front of my neighbor's house. Oh, they can't get by. 2 cars coming the same way. Our road is so small that nobody can get by. Here's the griller out here. In his socks, getting his mail. Ask him if he got anything good. He's like looking through his mail. Did you get anything good?
Jeffrey's saying he's going to be out for 6 weeks. Back surgery. I thought he just had that.
Knee surgery. I think he had knee surgery. Knee surgery, I think he had.
Oh, that's right. Lower back surgery.
Yeah. I guess he didn't get anything good.
Where'd you go with Caroline?
Caroline and I went to all different places. Costco, post office.
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell you went to Costco.
Yeah. Did you see all my stuff?
Bounty.
Yeah, I didn't really get that much today, honestly. Her pumpkins look pretty. He's standing. So,
Time of year.
huh?
Not a Halloween fan.
You're not? Well, she's got all those Halloween houses. Does she have them up already?
Now that's the only thing I do like. No, not yet.
I love those Halloween houses.
I guess I never liked trick or treat because I never got good stuff.
Aww. I'm going to bring you good stuff this year, but you got to dress up.
But what?
You got to dress up.
It's crazy. Something you can't do now. When I was growing up, all I got was homemade stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't do that now.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Yeah, you do.
My neighbor next door, the husband of the wife that like has been watching Boo, she or he like walks in the neighborhood like barefoot. I give him such a like hard time about it. I'm like, because I think it's so funny, and he loves it. He's like, I love to go everywhere barefoot. But my neighbor across the street, the griller, he always comes out to get his mail, and like he walks like through the yard and stuff in like white socks with his sweatpants. It's so hilarious. He was just telling me, did he go through the garage? I went through the garage. He was just telling me, he was like, I know how much of that you heard, but he was like, I don't like, he never liked Halloween, and he thinks he doesn't like it because when he trick-or-treated as a kid, he never got good stuff, and he was like, but they used to do homemade stuff. So, but yeah, so, what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying before that, but, it just feels like every day it's like completely different with Boo Radley, so I don't know if I should stress out or not, but oh, self-care. Oh, that's what I was talking about, the Instagram post. See, I always kind of remember. You know, my old roommate told me if you wiggle your toes, it sets off neurons in your brain, and then you'll remember things better. I'm sure there's absolutely no truth to that whatsoever, but I always do that. So I read this post last night, and it was about, like, self-care. I was talking about self-care in October and stuff. And so I did this Peterisms video, and I talked about, like, setting goals of working on fear and things like that. But I was really thinking about it last night, and I was like, you really need to do a better job in October of doing some self-care. Like, last week, I took a couple days off filming other than my vlog, and then I couldn't even post my vlog one night because of electricity. But I took a couple days off because of electricity, because of Boo Radley, and things like that. But I don't just, like, take a day off from filming. I mean, and, like, I've said this a million times, I don't have a difficult job. I mean, filming videos, sitting on the front porch talking is not difficult at all. But sometimes it is time-consuming, because I'm doing this, and then I'm going to my computer, and then I'm, like, putting stuff away, I'm getting stuff ready for the next video, and whatever. So sometimes it is, like, 6, 8, 10 hours of doing something constant. Like, sometimes Alex will be like, you don't even finally sit down and like, literally close the computer until, like, 9 or 10 o'clock at night. It's interesting because, like, when I went out to see Mel the first time, she's like, I never realized, like, how consistently, like, by the way, it's Mel's birthday today, so can everybody wish Mel a happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. I think I've told Mel, like, happy birthday, like, 5 times now. I told it to her, like, before it turned midnight last night and whatever. I've talked to Mel so much in the last 24 hours, but, so, but I can remember the first time that I went out there with Mel, and I didn't even film that many videos every day. I think I filmed like 2 or 3 videos every day, including the vlog. And she said, I didn't realize like how much goes into you, like even though you don't edit, like how much goes into like rendering the video. And my thumbnails suck. I mean, even like on a very low level, and I mean, I've got it kind of down to a science, so even my thumbnails don't take that long. She's like, but how time consuming it is. She's like, you know, as a watcher of it, unless you do like a lot of heavy editing or your thumbnail's really great, she's like, as a watcher, you just kind of assume that it takes you the time to film the video. She's like, I didn't realize how much stuff there is on the back end. And I'm not saying that like, oh, feel sorry for me. I have an amazing job, okay? Like, I mean, my job is 100,000 times easier than 100,000 other people out there. I don't even like calling it a job because it doesn't feel like a job, right? And so, but that being said, I don't ever just like, I have a hard time, I won't say I don't ever, because I have, but like, with Alex, like, if we go to, like, brunch on a Sunday, he'll come home and he'll, like, binge watch a show for 6 hours. And I'm like, okay, well, I gotta get my video ideas ready for tomorrow, or I have to watch these 3 videos for this week to do responses to, or get these in order, and look at these receipts, or film a vlog, or whatever, right? And so, I never just, like, I very rarely ever just take a day and just am like, F it, like I'm just gonna watch TV shows all day long. And so I woke up today and I thought, I'm not gonna be able to film that much anyway because I'm gonna get back late from Cousin Fun Day. And so I was like, I mean, I didn't even get back that late, but I was like, I'm gonna get back somewhat later than I usually do because of Cousin Fun Day. By the way, can we just notice that Peter has a white t-shirt on? I think I only have, well, I mean, I have white t-shirts that have, like, band names on them and stuff like that, like, quite a few. But, like, a plain white t-shirt, which I absolutely love, I probably only have, like, 5 or 6 of them, which probably sounds like a lot, but I mean, like, over the years, I don't throw much away. Yes?
I meant to tell you something. I thought of you last week when I was at Kroger at 71st and Graham.
Yeah.
You shopped there at all?
No.
Ever?
I don't even know the last time I went there. I don't even know the last time that I went there.
I saw jerky sauce there.
Oh, did you?
I haven't seen it there forever, or I've never seen it there, and I can't find it at my old place, so I thought, oh.
I still have the one that you got me last time.
The jerky's is available there.
There you go. Well, if I run out, which I won't because I've still got about half a bottle, I can go there and get it.
Or let me know.
Okay. When are you guys going back to Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati?
Before the snow flies.
Before the snow flies? Okay.
That's all I know.
Have a good one. He was telling me that he found jerky sauce at this grocery store that's not even that close from us. I don't know why he was going to that grocery store when there's like 3 or 4 that are closer to us. He's like, do you go there? I was like, I don't remember the last time that I went there. But they have the jerky sauce, which I love. But jerky sauce is high in calories for mustard. So if I'm going to use a mustard on something, I usually go for just like the yellow mustard. But anyway, so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to film that many videos today unless I came home and then, like, I filmed, like, a haul from shopping today and then turned around and did a review and then turned around and did a drama video, and then I knew by that point Alex would probably be on his way home, and then I come out here and film a vlog, and then getting all those up would take another 2 hours. And so I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to film a vlog today. I'm just going to sit and connect with everybody and do a vlog. And it's hard. It's really, really, I know this is so stupid. It's really hard for me to, like, it has nothing to do with, like, YouTube or this being my job. It has something to do that I just don't feel, like, I feel like if I'm just sitting around not doing anything, why not make a video? I love doing it, and I have so many ideas. Like, I feel like I mean, with the television show channel, like, I have, like, missed so many opportunities to make TV shows because, like, I'll finish a TV show, and I don't turn around and make a video the next day. And then, the next day I'll have another TV show to review, and then so that just stays on the list. Now I've got like 20 TV shows that I watched like 3 months ago, and it's hard to go back and react to a TV show you watched 3 months ago because you don't remember it as well, right? So I always feel like that. And plus, I just feel like, I mean, I'm sure there's 1 or 2 of you out there, or at least 10, that maybe feel this way, but can you imagine getting up every single day and what you call your job is doing something that you love to do? Like, you feel excited to do it, you know? Like, I can remember, like, when I was growing up, and I would talk to my dad about like what to do for a living. I've talked about this one before, and my dad would say, do what you love and the money will follow. And if the money doesn't follow, at least you do something that you love and you can pay your bills with it. And like, you know, I feel like that today. I feel like every day that I get up, I get to do something that I love. And a byproduct of that is like, I mean, I get so many DMs on Instagram. You guys send me show ideas. You guys, like, send me videos of your pets. I mean, so many of you have been reaching out to me about things you've gone through, your dogs and cats that have, like, epilepsy and things like that, and medications and what your vets have suggested. So many of you have reached out to me. So many people have just sent me funny stuff and said, I feel like you're going through a hard time right now. I just want to send you something funny, which is really nice. That connection and everything is just, like, it's the coolest thing, you know? So it's hard for me just to, like, take a day off when I feel like it's not that difficult what I do anyway, you know? It's time consuming, but it's not difficult at all. And I love doing it. So it's like, why would I? But the problem is that I don't stop. I know it seems like I stop, like, you know, the camera stopped. I know it seems like I stop at like 5 o'clock. I've been trying like in the last 6 months to a year. Alex doesn't care. He'll sit upstairs in the bedroom with his AirPods on and like while I film downstairs or whatever. And he'll even be like, do you want me, I've told this in several videos recently, but he'll be like, do you want me to sit downstairs and you can sit up in the bedroom and film? Because I know, I'm like, no. It's the same reason why like I stopped, I used to live stream like 4 to 5 times a week. I don't know if you guys remember that. But I felt like it was cutting into a lot of time that I was spending with Alex in the evening. So I just kind of slowed it down and then I stopped doing it. Not that I would never live stream again, I would. People ask me all the time, they're like, do a live stream. I thought about doing one over here on the vlog and whatever. In winter, I probably will. Like during the day, I might do one on like each of my channels just and talk about something specific to that channel. You know, like do a live review, do a live reaction to a TV show, do a live vlog, you know, in addition to the vlog for the day and whatever. I think that would be kind of fun to do, you know, for each of those channels. But that was kind of why I slowed down doing that. Like, Alex is completely supportive. He knows how much I love it. In fact, if I'm, like, having a stressed out day, Alex would be like, do you want to make a video or two? Like, you know, he'll even be like, do you want to do a video together? We can do a couples video because it, like, will help you get out of, like, your funk and whatever because you're so stressed out right now. I'm like, no, it's okay. But he's right. Like, sometimes it really helps me. But, like, recently, I'd say in the last 6 months or a year, like, he has gotten done earlier in the day. And so, when he gets done, like when he texts me and he's like, I'm on my way home, I like to be outside and be vlogging by that point, or at least in front of the computer putting up my videos and have them all filmed. Because I don't want him and I mean, our house is small. I don't think people really get it. I mean, you've seen the inside of our house from filming it. Everything you've seen me film other than the basement is our house. Our house is small. It's not big. So, like, I don't want my husband who's just been at work all day long to come home. And he's like, oh, well, it's soothing to listen to you. I mean, he's nice about it. But I don't want him to be like, have to sit up in the bedroom with his AirPods on and just be like, he can't come downstairs because I'm filming. You know what I mean? So, he's more than willing to do that, but I don't want to do that. So, I try to get him everything done by the time that he comes home and stuff like that. So today, I knew that I was only going to be able to get 2 or 3 things done. Well, when we were shopping today, I mean, let me tell you what my haul would have been. My haul would have been toilet paper. This is what I got at Costco. Toilet paper, paper towels. I got one, like, area rug for the stairs in case that boot, like, starts having accidents there. Because I was like, we'll just put this over the stairs. But I don't think that's going to be a case. But I just got it just in case. And then I got those fabric beads. And I actually got the Kirkland one because they look like they're supposed to be like downy. And all their Kirkland brand stuff is generic. So I was like, maybe these will be the downy, just the regular scents. I like the other scents, but I really like the Gain and the April Fresh Downy scent. So I got those. I mean, that's not an exciting haul. So I was like, I'm not going to do a haul. But by the time I got home, I was just kind of like, I'm just going to film my vlog anyway. And just kind of hang out here and whatever. So yeah, today, I was like, I think going into October, and I know I'll say this and I'll end up filming videos and everything. I'm already trying to like figure out how to like pre-film videos so that I can have videos up on the weekend so I can take Saturdays and Sunday off and not film anything. But then when Saturday and Sunday rolls around, well, this Sunday I can't because we have the book club live stream. But when Saturday and Sundays run around and Alex is just like, I mean, I could binge watch a show. I have an easier time binge watching a show at night than I do during the day. Like, I can't just during the day. I have a hard time sitting there watching it. I know this is such a stupid conversation, but it's where I'm at in my life right now. And that's really all I ever share is talking about where I'm at. So I don't know. I need to work on better self-care this month is what I'm saying. October is my month to kind of do a reset button on better self-care. And if I don't plan to take any days off from vlogging, but like if I need to take a day off and not film on any of my other channels, like I need to just do that. You know, the majority of the people that I watch, I don't really watch a lot of drama channels anymore. It's been quite a while since I have. I don't even know that if I, like, name the people that I watch to you. I mean, there's so many, like, different random communities that if I even told you who I watched, you'd be like, I've never even heard of that person before. And they're not huge creators either. I should do that video sometime. All the people that I watch. I mean, like, I watch 2 people that rescue dogs, and, like, they do updates of their dogs. And, I follow, like, a beauty skincare person, but I just like how she talks and stuff like that. And there's, like, 5 or 6 people that I follow that I look at some. I don't really look at that many YouTube videos. And if I do, it's just, like, random stuff. Like, if I pulled open my YouTube here, I'll look and I'll tell you, like, what's a video. I watch a lot of, like, Real Housewives stuff, like the Atlanta reunions and stuff. But, like, okay, let's just pull open my YouTube and see, like, what's here. Like, Tottie's live right now. I might go in there for a couple minutes and just see what she's doing. It's interesting to me that she's live on here when she's going live on TikTok, but that's just my initial reaction to it. The top 10 most candid talk show moments. Okay, these are kind of the things that I probably watch. That's probably something I would watch. Okay. Do you know what I've been watching a lot of lately? Oh my god. Well, I would say until Boo Radley started getting really sick. I've been watching a lot of these. I think I actually talked about this a while ago, and now they're recommended to me all the time. People that are like, I don't know why I watch this. They're so endearing and so vulnerable. These people, a lot of them started on YouTube before they got sick, but it's these people that are terminally ill, that have cancer and other things, and they do updates. Like, all their videos are updates. I usually don't even find them until after they've passed away, and it'll be like a video that got like 1 million views, and it'll be like my last video saying goodbye or whatever, and I'm like, what is it? I get recommended these videos all the time. And I'll watch them, and then I'll go back and watch their videos, and they do updates of, like, where they're doing, like, cancer treatments and stuff like that. I don't know why I watch them. There's something that's very... Listening to somebody knowingly near the end of their life talk about... It reminds me of some of it, I guess, of, like my last conversation with my mom, but, like... Listening and watching somebody knowingly near the end of their life. I mean, some of these videos, like, people are like, today was the last day that I saw my kids, because I, you know, and they're like, I you know, like, some of them will be like, all my girlfriends from high school came over today, and I said goodbye, and, you know, I haven't, you know, we get together, like, once a month, and this is going to be the last time that I ever see them. I just, like, all of that to me, and watching it, I really, like, it makes me self-reflect on my own relationships in my life and where I'm putting importance and stuff. Again, focusing back again on, and that's what a lot of people in the comments say. They're like, I'm learning so much about myself watching your videos. Thank you so much. I know you're gone, but, like, this is helping me so much about what's really important in life. And I think that's the thing with self-care. That I talk a lot about self-care. I don't know that I do such a great job with self-care. Like, a lot of things, even just small things that I used to do, like the 10 minutes before I would go to bed, I would, like, you know, go upstairs, wash my face, do, like, a little face mask, put on, I don't do any of that anymore. Like, even that relaxed me so much. A lot of the things that I used to do that helped me, like, relax. I still do, like, my morning prayers and meditations and stuff. I do my nightly prayers and meditations, but that other stuff, I don't do a lot of that. And so I need to get back to that. I need to, like, make a list of, like, 5 or 10 things that I'm going to do for self-care. And I think one of them, this thing keeps on, I think I've shared this before, this thing keeps on coming up on my Instagram, and it's like, you are more successful when you, like, take 1 day off a week dedicated to doing nothing or something like that. It's like successful people take 1 day off and don't do anything. And I struggle with that. And I know that it probably seems like, well, what the hell do? You do laundry, you sit on your porch and talk in a vlog, you know, you call the vet, you talk to your neighbors. Well, I mean, yeah, okay, all of it adds up. I don't know. So it's like, it seems like before I know it, the day is just over. And so I think that I need to take some days off this month. And just when I wake up, and, like, today, I felt exhausted. Actually getting out of the house kind of, like, it gave me a little bit of energy. And so I think when I, like, wake up and I'm just like, yeah, today's not the day. I can usually tell in an hour or not. Like, by an hour, I'm either kind of, like, more awake and more alert. I'm like, do I hear him? And that's somebody out there talking. usually by an hour I can kind of tell, like, okay, I'm up, like I'm awake, and then I feel like making videos. Or I'm like, no, so I need to do a better job at self-care. I want to ask you guys, what are ways that, like, small ways around the house that you do self-care? I mean, for me, I think, like, watching a TV show is, like, huge. I mean, I just, like, finally when I sit down in that chair, you know, I was telling Nikki this last night, I told Tanya too. I don't feel like in the last week I've really been able to relax until I give Boo Radley the last dose at 2 a.m. of seizure medication. And then it's like an hour where he's like winding down, and then he finally goes to bed in that half an hour afterwards. And this has just been like in the last 3 to 4 days, right? And so, I mean, we're not even a week out yet from him being on the medication. And so I'm finding myself not really being able to relax until he goes upstairs and goes to bed with Alex, which means it's really like 3 to 5:30 that I'm like, and I know friends of mine that are like, I don't even have a half an hour to spend by myself with my kids and my job and my husband and everything else. I get that. So for me, it's like I have 2.5 hours at the end of the day to just kind of relax. I finally, like, when I put my iPad in and I'm sitting there in front of the chair with like my cup of herbal tea or coffee or whatever, or glass of water, that's when I feel relaxed. What are some ways that you guys do, like, smaller self-care? I don't want to do a journal. I try to do the journal. I actually been meaning to do a video on why I stopped that journal. I have an idea that I'm going to start, but I haven't started it yet. I have 1,000,001 ideas. You know that. I always do. My neighbor's talking to somebody across the street about their dog. I can hear them talking about getting exercise and all this kind of stuff. So if you guys have some suggestions for, like, little self-care that you do around the house, I would really love to hear that. I think it would be really, really helpful. One of the things that has been helpful the last 2 nights I did it is that, like, Alex will just watch Boo Radley and I go in and I take a shower and put clean pajamas on and all that kind of stuff. This is going to sound so crazy. Doing laundry, folding laundry, and, like, listening to music while I'm doing it, I mean, it doesn't take me long. You know, I'm, like, down in the basement for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but each time. But that's very calming to me. Like, making the bed, cleaning the kitchen, that kind of stuff is, like, very calming to me. It probably feeds into my OCD a little bit. Probably need to talk to my therapist about that. But it probably feeds into that a little bit, that organization of all of it. I don't know, it's very calming to me. And every time that I'm down in the basement doing laundry, I go over and, like, I mean, everything's so organized now down there anyway that I just need to go in and, like, clean this area off, that area up, and, like, get rid of this, get rid of that, and donate it. But there's still, like, I'll have a box of stuff. I have, like, probably 20 boxes like this of stuff that I have to go through, and then I have a whole corner that's all, like, memory stuff, like pictures, DVDs, VCR tapes, Betamax tapes, cassette tapes. I gotta go through all the pictures. And like, a lot of memory stuff of my mom, high school stuff. I need to go through all of that. So I'll go over there, like, when I do laundry. Like, if I go down there and, like, the dryer still has, like, 10 or 15 minutes, I'll go over there and do a little bit, and then I'll come back when the dryer's done. Like, I'll fold the stuff and, you know, change it, whatever. But that's very calming to me. I know that sounds silly, but, like, cleaning and, like, doing laundry is very soothing to me. Not the yard, which I still haven't gotten to. Oh, by the way, I wanted to talk about the weather today, because the weather was beautiful today. I think it was supposed to be a high of 70. And then Caroline's like, it's kind of chilly today. I was like, Caroline, it's warm today. It says it's 70 and sunny. I would swear to God it feels like it's almost 80. What's tomorrow supposed to be? 77, then 78, then 79. Oh, then 81. I looked in here, though, by the end of the month. Yeah. Not the end of the month, but the middle. 16th, it's down to 65. Oh, I was telling you guys what videos I look. I like looking through these videos, and I'll tell you what I would watch and what I wouldn't watch. Jay Leno surprises Ross Matthews with. I wouldn't watch that. I had to stop the camera because this horn started honking, but it's been going for like 2 minutes and it still doesn't stop. So, oh, there it stopped. Okay. I was like, well, I can't just sit out here for 10 minutes while it's going because I'm trying to get the vlog done. I'm going through here. Oh, look, it just pulled up right underneath RuPaul's Drag Race. What we knew that each, I watch a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race clips too, and drag pageantry, obviously. What we knew that each All-Star 7 queen would win their lip sync. And then look, right underneath it is my haul. Big Amazon haul. And then Tyler Henry, the fakest medium in the world. This is something I would watch. Like, Archie Bunker's place. Edith passes away. And so this is from All in the Family. I think I've already watched this one. Also, when she finds out that he's cheating on her, I watched that clip. And you know what's so weird is that I was not somebody that watched All in the Family regularly. I think my mom did way back in the day. But the reason my mom watched it was because, although I can hear the song in my head, da 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 da. I feel like shows I remember watching a lot as a kid that my mom loved. She loved Sanford and Son. We would watch that. She watched All in the Family. I mean, I'm talking about when I was really little. The Waltons, Little House on the Prairie, those kind of shows. But people said that my mom looked a lot like Sally Struthers. Is that her name? That was in All in the Family. Yeah. Dolly Parton replies to fan mail with her sister Rachel Parton. I would maybe watch a little bit of that. Oh my God. Do you know who I love? What channel I love? Is Soft White Underbelly, these interviews. Oh my God, they are so good. I love that. Oh, Drita Uncut. Drita from Mob Wives. I would watch that because I loved Drita. Oh, the song Fallen by Lauren Wood from Pretty Woman. Why is all this? I get the most random stuff recommended to me. Botched Drag Queen, Race Queens. Oh, this is on that show Botched. Terry Dubrow. Grieving mother sued for non-payment at son's burial. Judge Judy. I love watching the Judge Judy clips. I watch the most random stuff. So, yeah. Oh my God, Buck Wild from Bad Girls Club. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I like your shoes. You got new shoes. Buck Wild talks attacking Tiffany Pollard in bathroom. I don't know anything about that. But you guys remember her from Bad Girls Club. Oh my God, have you seen the new cast of House of Villains? So Alex and I watched House of Villains, the first season. It's so quiet in there. I'm sure he's just like still so asleep. I'll wait a couple more minutes and I'll go in there and check with him. Season 2 cast. Okay, I was kind of surprised he's on. So Tiffany Pollard is back. Of course, I don't know why they brought her back. Richard Hatch from Survivor 1 is back on there. Teresa Goodice? Teresa Goodice from New Jersey, which I've never watched. Wes Bergman. Was he on Traitors? Why do I feel like he was on Traitors? Is he like the Bachelor guy? Candy Muse from RuPaul's Drag Race. Larissa Lima. Was she on 90 Day Fiancé? 90 Day Fiancé. Victoria Larson. What's she on? Oh, she's Bachelorette. Camilla Poindexter. Some of these people I don't know. Bad Girls Club. Jax Taylor. He's going to be on season 2? He was on season 1. I didn't see him on... Oh, they're mixing these people up. Okay, hold on a second. They're mixing these people up with season 1 and season 2. Meet the House. Because I was like, there are so many people in this show that it's going to make a good cast. The show is so cheesy. Okay, Richard Hatch. The Challenge is 3-time winner Wes Bergman. He's from The Challenge. Return of Tiffany New York Pollard. Her and, where is it? Wes Bergman, The Challenge. Teresa from The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Jesse from Big Brother. Do you guys remember him? I thought his name was something else. Richard Hatch from Survivor. You guys look. He's like I saw him on there and I was like, oh my God, we're getting older, Richard. Victoria Larson, The Bachelor. I don't remember her from The Bachelor, so that must have been a long... Larissa Lima from 90 Day Fiancé. That must have been a season I didn't watch. Candy Muse from RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay, her and Tiffany Pollard are constantly getting into it. Camilla Poindexter from Bad Girls Club. Tiffany New York Pollard, Flavor of Love. Safari from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Is that it? No, there was more than that. Why isn't it showing more people than that? I saw that Monica Garcia was going to be on there, but then she's not on there. So I'm really excited about watching that season. Let me actually go inside really, really quick and check on Little Boo Radley. And then I will be back in 2 and 2. If he's still sleeping, I'll just come right back out. And I will be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I don't want to wake him up, but I almost pulled the camera up there to show you guys. It is so cute. So, you know, he moves, obviously, throughout the day. Like, he doesn't just sleep in the same spot, but he's, like, on this purple bed. So the purple bed is, like, kind of, like, tucked back in between, like, Alex and my side and the pillows. And then we have blankets around it and stuff like that. So I go up there. Well, when I was up there before, he was, like, in a little circle, like, all crunched down. So I go up there. And I'm, like, thinking he's going to be, like, out of the bed or whatever, like, walking around the floor. And I get up there. And you know, I'm, like, start up the stairs to the landing. And here's the purple bed. And his head is like this. And he's, like, asleep. I can see his eyes closed. And he's like this. Like, I'm just hanging out, having a nap. It was the cutest thing. That little dude is so cute. I love him so much. I think it's so hard, you know, like Alex and I talked about this for a long time last night. Like, obviously what's important to us is his quality of life. I'm not going to selfishly, you know, like, keep a dog around if his quality of life is not good. I think people that do that just keep dogs alive because they can't let go, but the dog is obviously in pain. Like, I guess you got to make your own decision, but for me, I can't do that. And so, that's the question, right? Well, his quality of life has so greatly improved since last week. But he's 15 now. I mean, the dog, the thing is, I see senior dogs all the time. I follow all these senior dog rescues on Instagram, and I'll, like, look and I'll be like, it's their birthday today. They're, like, 19. And I'm like, oh my God, they're 4 years older than Boo Radley. And yeah, they have a lot of medical issues, and they go to the vet all the time and stuff like that. But they're 19. You know, like, Boo Radley could still have, like, another. People have commented on my videos before. There's a couple people have commented and been like, my dog passed away. He was, like, 20 or 21. And I'm like, I didn't even know dogs made it that long, in all honesty. I just didn't know that dogs. I mean, I've heard that, like, the world's oldest dog, and I always joke about Boo Radley's going to be the world's oldest dog and stuff like that. But the reality is, and I know this, he's 15, you know? Like, if he makes it another year to 3 years, like, we're really blessed. And so I'm trying to enjoy each and every moment with that. But when I have, like, moments where I go up there and he's just, like, hanging out, like, I'm just up here resting, Dad, like, just sleeping. He's like, one of the things he's been doing, though, lately is, like, it's so funny. He sleeps kind of like how Tucker used to sleep. Tucker used to sleep on his back, like, all like that. So now Boo Radley in his purple bed, he's so comfortable. Well, both of his beds he loves, but in the purple bed he does it more. He'll, like, put his head up, and then he puts, like, one paw up. It's the cutest thing. And he'll, like, and he lets you, like, sometimes he doesn't like his paws touched, but usually he'll let me hold on to his, like, his back little paw. And I'll be like, oh, you let me hold on to his foot. But, like, his front paws he doesn't usually, like, touch. But, like, if he has it up there, and he'll just be like this, and I'll go scratch underneath it, he'll go. And if you scratch it, he goes even more. Then if you stop, he goes, which means he wants more. And then I, like, scratch. Dogs are just the greatest, aren't they? I mean, if you're a cat person, I'm sure I make jokes and say cats are for aliens. We're just not cat people, but I have friends of mine that are cat people, and they love their cats as much as they love their dogs. I just, you know, whatever pet you choose to have, I mean, they're so endearing. They fill our lives so much, don't they? So last night when I got off the phone, Boo Radley was settled, and I finally got to watch some TV. Okay. So many of you commented about Criminal Minds last night. I don't know why I'm so late to the show. It wasn't even on my list of shows to binge, because I think maybe a couple people, 3 or 4 people maybe through the years, I'm probably more than that, but a couple people have mentioned it to me, but I'm just kind of like, I thought it was kind of like a CSI kind of thing. And so, my neighbor, I can just hear that she's in the kitchen in there. But I thought it was kind of like a CSI kind of thing, which it is what it reminds me of, but, like, each episode is so different. So last night, earlier in the evening, I had watched 1 episode, I think, and then I watched 2 and 3, and now I'm on, like, 4. So I was on the 3rd episode. I finished it last night. The 3rd episode was about... How do I know what each episode is about? This is so crazy. Okay, the first episode is they go to Seattle. It's about a woman that's been kidnapped. The second one is about college in Tempe, Arizona, and somebody setting fires. And the third one is about bombs in Palm Beach, Florida. This is how closely I'm watching it, because I'm, like, wanting to escape into the world. But I really like it. It's really, really good. Nikki was telling me she didn't like the spinoffs because the guy that's, like, the main character, I guess, like, the nerdy guy that's, like, younger when the show starts, she's like, he's not in the spinoffs. She's like, so I didn't love the spinoffs as much. But I don't know how long it'll take me. It's going to probably be, like, my comfort show that I go to when I don't have anything else to watch. October, there's so many shows that I have to watch. Salem's Lot comes out tonight at 3 a.m. If I'm still up, I'll probably watch. It's a movie, so it's, like, 2 hours on HBO. It's a remake of it. Tonight, my plan was to watch the final 2 episodes of season 1 of Dark Winds, and then at 3 a.m. start watching Unsolved Mysteries. But I didn't start really getting to watch TV until like right around 3 o'clock. And I didn't want to stay up forever. So the last episode of Dark Winds on season 1 was like 37 minutes. It was pretty short, but I finished season 1. Okay, I just want to tell you right now, if you like detective shows or mystery shows, so many of you out there, I told Caroline today, she's like, oh, I watched that, like the last, I watched it each season that comes out. She's like, I love it. If you like mystery shows or thrillers, I would definitely, you've never watched it, I would watch Dark Winds. It's on AMC, and it's also on Netflix. It's 2 seasons. Each season is 6 episodes. It's fantastically done. Culturally, it is, I mean, they talk so much about, like, the Navajo culture and, like, police on the reservation. And just, it's really interesting show to watch. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the last season of True Detective with Jodie Foster. But it's actually a really deep, there's, like, several stories going on at the same time. And it's a really, really deep mystery thriller. And one of the reasons why it reminds me of True Detective is because the characters are very, very well developed. I mean, they're just, it's not just a surface level kind of like mystery show. Like, they're really well developed characters, and you get really into knowing who they are, and their families and romantic interests and things like that. So last night I finished Criminal Minds, and then I was like, you're going to have to make a decision between starting Unsolved Mysteries or watching this. And so I was like, I'm just going to finish season 1 of Dark Winds. So I watched season 5, or episode 5 and episode 6 of season 1 and finished that. And then I started season 2, but I watched like the first 5 minutes, which is them pulling up to some guy's house, and then he starts shooting. He's like, and the guy says, I'm like really tired of like chasing this guy all over town or the world or something like that. And they pull up the sheriff or whatever he is, the police detective, and the girl that works for him, the woman that works for him, Bernadette. And they pull up, and there's like this shootout. They're in this like trailer, and then it goes to like the intro. And I was like, I gotta save this for tomorrow, and I'll just start this episode over. That sounded like Alex's car. Do some of you know the sounds of cars in my thing now? It wasn't though. It was like a... What was that sound? That's what the transformer... Was it transformer? Transponder? My neighbor said transponder. Nope, our internet didn't go out. That's what the transformer sounded like when it blew. But I could hear it from inside. So tonight, my plan is... So it's Wednesday night. So my plan... Okay, I've got Survivor and I've got Golden Bachelor. But Golden Bachelor can wait. I can watch that. I mean, I caught up on both of these shows last week, so I can save those. Tonight I'm going to watch Unsolved Mysteries, all 4 episodes, and I'll react to it tomorrow on my Peter Watches TV channel. I'm going to try to watch also Survivor. I'm just like, I'm not watching that much TV because I've been so worried about Boo and doing all that kind of stuff. So my plan is to watch, if I get all my TV watching done tonight, I'm going to watch, well, I have to watch Welcome to Plathville, but that can also wait. There's also Below Deck Mediterranean, the unseen footage, but I don't know that I care about that. So I'm going to watch, we've got Salt Lake City tonight, but we probably won't watch that till tomorrow or Friday, or maybe this weekend. Orange County comes on tomorrow night. So I've got Welcome to Plathville, but I don't have to watch that tonight. Oh, Big Brother's on tonight, too. I've got Big Brother, Survivor, The Golden Bachelorette. And then I want to watch Unsolved Mysteries, which is 4 episodes. That's 7 episodes of shows I have to watch tonight. That's a lot. And The Golden Bachelor is an hour and a half. Hour and 24 minutes, I think. It's like 2 hours, but without commercials. But see, The Golden Bachelorette and Survivor won't come out till like after midnight on Paramount. And do you know what I was really noticing? I don't know if anybody else noticed this. When I looked on Max last night, and then I was like, do I not watch it on Max? I'm almost positive I did. Welcome to Plathville wasn't up yet. And I was like, is there a reason why it's not up this week? Let me look and see. Oh, here it is. No, it's up. So I'll watch probably that in the next couple days. I've got so many shows to watch. And then I also want to watch Salem's Lot. So the next couple days are going to be heavy TV watching shows. And I have to watch the TikTok murders for the book club live stream on Sunday. And I also have to finish the... I've been listening to a little bit of audiobooks here and there and playing solitaire, but not much. I have to finish the true crime book, but I don't have that much left of it, so I'll be fine with that. So I'll be completely set for the True Crime Book Club this Sunday. Yeah. That's it. Let's go into some comments and read some comments. Oh bloody, oh blada, life goes on. Let's read some comments. Oh, here people are talking about Criminal Minds already. Hold on a second. I gotta clean off my glasses. They're dirty. I've got so many pairs of reading glasses. Here, I got your mail.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You got it?
He got it.
He did?
I wouldn't touch her mail. I wouldn't touch her mail with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, that's good to know.
We went to Costco today. Caroline got 4 of their mums. It was 4 for $14.99 or $16.99. But they weren't really developed yet. And Caroline said, well, if you put them in the sun, the buds will come out. Is that true?
Yeah.
But I couldn't even see what colors they were hardly. I wanted to go up to the flower market.
Where's the flower market?
You know that one that's up by Taylor's Bakery?
Oh, yeah, they have a bunch of them out there, and they're all open out there.
Yeah, but they're expensive, but I like that place. How are you?
Trying to get my friend into a nursing facility.
We better watch it tonight, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
You got your favorites already?
No, I haven't.
I don't even know that I know their names yet.
No.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
Oh, it's been a beautiful day, yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice.
It's supposed to be really warm the next couple days. I just looked up like 77 to 80.
Good.
Looks like Busch Gardens is still open across the street.
Yeah, and I haven't had a chance to get out and work in my yard.
I know. But that's nice of you to help her.
Oh, yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Somebody's coming in delivering something. Is this for me? Is this for me or for you?
Must be for you.
No, I didn't order any DoorDash.
Me neither.
What's the name? Oh.
Oh, I'll take it anyway.
Where is it from? We might want it. My neighbor said I'll take it anyway. My neighbor next door got some food.
I don't think they're parked right in the middle of the street.
What's the first name on the order? First name.
Lola.
She just went like this to his car. He was parked in literally in the middle of the street. She goes, I don't think you should park in the middle of the street. See, if you were the HOA president, you could go, that's violation.
Yeah. We can pretend you are.
Hey, I heard about the HOA drama. Don't say any names, okay? But about how now there's all these special services that you can hire the landscaping people to do.
Yeah.
But do you know who the only person is in the neighborhood that's going to be using those services? The landscaping manager that got the landscapers to begin with.
You are?
No, I heard her out here talking on the street. And she said, she was talking down there, and I was like, I knew her voice, but I don't know who she was talking to. It's somebody that she passed by walking. And she's like, yeah, I got them to do it. I'll probably be the only one that uses it. And I thought, people are so upset about these landscapers anyway, now that you got them doing these special favors for you.
Well, I mean, you have to pay them, right?
Yeah, at a discounted rate because it's the whole neighborhood. But people are, when I sit out here, people come by and they complain about how the lawns work and everything. Your husband complains about how the lawns work. Or look. I like that drama. She's like, can you shut the camera off? Because I got to tell you something, but you can't share it on camera. Let me know whatever else drama you have. I can share it on camera or I can keep it off camera.
Okay.
Look at those white mums right there. I didn't even realize till you walked over to them that I thought that was like a white bush of flowers.
Yes, Mom.
Where'd you get those?
Sullivan.
How much were they?
Well, I bought them when they were on special, $6.
Oh, God, those are beautiful.
I told you should buy some of them, but no.
But no! I'm just going to give you like $100 in cash, and then when you're out and you see stuff, you can just pick them up for me and take it out of that $100 so I'll run out. Pick me up pieces of pie at the farmer's market. Mums. Christmas decorations.
Okay.
She gets all my extra Christmas stuff. Do you still have that stuff from my pots that I got at Costco?
Yeah, some of it.
she like she asked me if she could have the stuff from my pots, and so she puts her pots together now, and they're prettier than the ones that I buy from Costco because she does such a great job gardening. She's so funny. So I was telling her about the landscaper thing. She goes, "Oh my god, I have something to tell you, but you got to turn the camera off." I was like, "Okay." So she's like, "You can't film this drama. Just tell me to film drama about the neighborhood, like the HOA stuff." It was good drama too. I mean, you guys would have cracked up over it. I understand why she doesn't want like me to talk about it. It's not like anything like, ooh, it's not like. It's actually kind of funny drama, but she's like, no. She's like, I don't say it. It's kind of funny drama though. But I actually hadn't heard it yet. So, I mean, when I sit out here, I don't sit out here as much as I used to. But when I sit out, unless I'm filming or vlogging, but when I do sit out here or I take Boo Radley out and stuff, like people always stop and they go, "Did you hear this?" or "Did you hear that?" So here's the drama, okay? This is not what she told me. I'm not going to share what she told me. But anyway, but what I was telling her was, okay, so they put this thing out in the mailbox, and it was like yesterday. I think it was yesterday or today. I don't even remember. So, you know, we have these new landscapers in our neighborhood, okay? The guys are nice. At first, they were kind of like a little bit, but they're nice guys today. Some of them. Most of them are pretty nice. I thought it was like two older guys and like a lawnmower, but I guess it's like two older guys own a bunch of lawnmowers, and then they have like 6 or 8 people that work for them or something. I don't even really know. All I know is that the company that we had before, like they started at 8 and we're done by noon. This company takes 2 days. And so a lot of people are complaining that they're here all day. And they have their trucks parked everywhere. So our street is really, really, I think like when I've shown in my her garden videos, you can see how our street is so like small. Our streets are really, really small here. And so in the whole neighborhood, not like outside. When you get outside of our neighborhood, they like are regular roads. But in here, they're really small roads. They're probably like 15 feet across. So like if you're driving down, you have to pull over for somebody to pass you. Like that's how small the roads are. So they park their trucks all over in the neighborhood. When the old landscaping company parked all their trucks down by the pool. So people are complaining that you can't get by them. People are complaining that they're here too long and that it's loud and that people have stuff that they're doing, you know, during the day. And a lot of people have stuff where they're like, you know, zooming things and whatever, and they can't do that because it's so loud here during the day. Which is interesting because I film a lot of videos inside. It is loud inside, like you can hear it, but it's just like, I can only really hear it when they're kind of like in this vicinity. And I just talk louder over filming it anyway. Or I wait until they've passed by and whatever. The guys I've interacted with are really, really nice. But a lot of people, like her husband is like, I just think the lawn looks like shit even after they mow it. I will say it's rather uneven. Like it doesn't look, I mean, they literally got done mowing it yesterday and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't look that great. I mean, it doesn't, like if you came to my house, you wouldn't be like, it looks like they just mowed it. Well now, so the landscaping manager, she was the one, like she knows this guy because he did some like work at her house or whatever, that owns this landscaping company. So she's the one that got the landscaping company to like offer a bid for, you have to offer a bid up or whatever. So I think we were like his first clients or something when he started this company. He's like retired and started this company. The company that we had before was like a company that does like office buildings and things like, I mean, they're really well known in Indianapolis. This guy came in and like low bid it or something, if I understand this correctly. So that's why we're using them now. So everybody's complaining because the difference is really not that great in how much we were paying them. And they feel like at least they were getting done quicker and they were doing a fantastic job. But we have had 2 companies in like the last 10 years. The first company, like you could pay them like $100 and they would come do your whole walkway. And it would literally be done in two hours. Like I know that because one year, the year that she and I didn't do our, I'm thinking was that the last company? No, it was the company before them. We didn't do our walk one day and her grandmother turned us in. And so they're like, if you don't do it, we're going to do it. The landscaping company is going to do it and they're going to charge you. And I was like, oh, well, how much, you know, whatever. I don't know if I found out before or after, but anyway, it was $150. And like, they were like literally in an hour. I don't even think it was 2 hours. I think it was like an hour. I like walked out here and I was like, damn, it looks good. Like everything was weeded and mulched, perfectly mulched, and it was like $150. I was like, I would happily pay that every time. $150 to be done in 2 hours? Well, so that was the other company. So the last company that we had, they wouldn't do like individual jobs. So there's been like, it's hard to get anybody to come out here and just do a walkway or just do gardens and whatever, because there's not a lot of people unless you find like an individual, like odd job, like gardener or something. There's not a lot of people. And so people are frustrated because they have jobs, they want things done. Well, there was this notice that was put out And they're willing to do, it's 3 things they're willing to do, okay? Pruning trees and bushes. Well, we already have a company that we hire that comes out here in the fall and the spring. And we don't pay for that. It's included in our HOA fees. But they'll do it at a reduced rate for you because they already cut. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And 2 people came by and they go, why are we paying to have our trees and our bushes pruned when it's included in our HOA fees? I go, well, I won't be doing that because I have 1 tree and the backyard, they don't prune those trees and I have no bushes. So it does, you know, but people are really upset about that. Well, the other thing they're doing is like sodding or something in the edge of the thing. Well, that should be part of our landscaping. So they don't, it's at a reduced rate, but they don't understand, oh, the battery is flashing. Hold on, let me stop this. Okay, I'm back. I just checked my phone and it is 5:12. I didn't realize it was after 5 o'clock. I'm kind of surprised Alex hasn't texted me yet. Oh, somebody's calling me. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Ah! This stupid tripod. That's what happened the other night. I feel like I'm loosening it. Righty-tighty. Righty-tighty. You guys, I need a new tripod. This tripod is so bad. Okay. I didn't even notice to see if Alex has texted me or not, but I'm kind of surprised he hasn't texted me to say he's on his way home yet. Oh, I was going to go in and read some comments. But anyway, so the third thing that they're doing, and I asked Caroline if she knew what this was, and she's like, oh yeah. And Caroline's like, I just had that done in my backyard. I go, I've never even heard of that before. It's called aerating. Do you guys know what that is? Is that the right terminology? Aerate. I want to look it up and see what it is. Aerating yard. What does that mean? Oh, lawn care, Indianapolis. Air's not spelled air. I spelled it like air raid, like an air raid. Aerating a yard involves creating holes in the lawn to loosen compacted soil and allow air, water, and nutrients to reach the grass roots. So this is the conversation that I heard this morning when I was sitting out here having my coffee, waiting for Caroline. I hear the landscaping manager, who's super nice with me. I think she should run for president. But I hear her over here, and she's talking to somebody, but I don't know who she's talking about or talking to. It was like, I think they were passing ways, because then she walked by here and like waved and whatever. And so it was so funny because she was at the guardhouse working on the plants up there when when Caroline came to pick me up. And Caroline was like, is that woman real rude? And I was like, not if you get to know her. She used to be to me, but she's not anymore. And I go, why? And she goes, because she was walking all over the road, and like I like pulled over to let her pass, and she didn't even like wave at me or anything, just to say like thanks or whatever, and like I had to wait forever for her to get it like out of the way. She walks around this neighborhood. I mean, she's so like, okay, this woman is literally like the true embodiment, but not in a joking way. And she's not even the HOA president, but of like somebody walking around the neighborhood with that violation. You know, like when you've seen those TikToks of that. She's literally, I mean, she walks really fast, and she like has like this notepad, and she like writes down things. Thank God I have not gotten a notice in forever. So anyway, so I heard her talking, and she was like, did you hear that? Because they put like this notice out in our mailbox, and she's like, did you hear? And the whole neighborhood already knows that the only reason we're using this landscaping company is because she's friends with the guy, and that he did work on her house, and that. So she told him, like, I think she probably told him what to bid, to get the bid, and so we're now stuck with these guys that half the neighborhood doesn't even like. I mean, it's whatever. It's not like it's something that I really worry about. My yard is like 20 feet by 20 feet. It's not like I really care, right? But anyway, but I would love to have the old company where we could call them up, and they'd be like, yeah, we'll do your yard work once a month, $150. I'd be happy to pay that, you know? And so I heard her talking. I was just kind of like, oh, that's her. Who's she talking to? I don't know who she was talking to. And so I just sat here, and she's like, did you hear they're offering new services? And the other woman said, yeah, but they're not services anybody would want. She was like, 2 of them are services that are already included. And she goes, I guess that depends on how you look at it. She goes, I'm going to have my yard aerated. She's like, I've been wanting to do it for 3 or 4 years, but I thought it was too expensive. And she goes, I'll probably be the only one that does it in the neighborhood. And the other woman goes, well, let me know how that is for you, or something like that. I can't remember what she said, but she was like, oh, well, she's like, she said, do you think you'd be interested in that? She goes, I don't think so, but let me know, like, if they do a good job, or how it works for you, or something like that. She's like, okay. And then they walked off, and then she, like, you know, walked away. She was like, but anyway, I thought that was interesting that the service that they're offering that's not included in our HOA fees that you have to pay extra for, the aerating of the yard, she's the only one that's going to get it in the neighborhood. So she probably called them up and said, you know what, have you thought about offering these services for a discounted rate? I mean, like, who's going to pay to have your trees pruned when that's included in our HOA fees? It's not like we're trying to pay more money for the stuff that's already included. By the way, the water's still in the pool. I'm so bitter about that. I don't know why I'm so bitter about that, but I am. Because we could have used the pool on the hot days. When I was growing up, my dad has a pool, and when I was growing up, he kept his pool open. He'd keep it open as long as I wanted to swim. He'd be like, we won't close it until I want to swim, as long as you want to swim. So we kept it up until like the middle of October sometimes. So, okay. Let's read some comments. Let's see if there's been a comment since oh, there has been. From Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Oh my God, I have to tell you. So the other day when I said I'd like to know how the age of everybody on here, I was kind of surprised that there were so many people that were like in their early 30s that watch my vlog. I don't know why that kind of surprised me, but there are so many people in their early 30s that watch my vlog. But what I loved was, because I don't know if I said this, I thought I just said I'd kind of be interested in what the ages are of people. But people were like, Judy here from Berkeley, California, 69 degrees, 69 years old, and I've watched your vlog since I first found you on BookTube, and now I watch all of your channels. And then somebody else would be like, Sally Smith, 45, from Tacoma, Washington, and I've been watching your videos since I found you during Dramageddon, and then I came over here, and now I just watched the vlog. Love you! And then somebody else would be like, I'm 66, and I only watch your vlog, and I love it, and I watch it every night, you know, and I've watched you for the last 4 years. And somebody else would be like, I've watched you since the very first vlog you posted. It was so cool to kind of know where you guys like had found me from. So many people put that on there. I didn't even, like, I don't know if I asked that the other night when I thought I just said, like, I'd be kind of interested to know the age range of my audience. I mean, you can look in your thing, but it's like, you know, a graph. It doesn't really tell you anything. But it was so fun that so many, I don't know if it just started with one person and everybody else just followed after that, but it was like, so many people did that. So I just want to say thank you. I thought that was cute. And so Teresa just did it on here. So Teresa, 49 years old, Southern California girly who's been watching for almost 5 years now. Subscribed to every channel, puts in the work every day to keep up with all your videos. I appreciate that, Teresa. She does comment on all my videos. Hey, Teresa, love you, girl. Okay, Marissa said, Criminal Minds is probably one of my favorite shows ever. You'll love it. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So many of you guys commented on the whole Criminal Minds thing. I did not realize this was such a hot show. And then when I said something to Caroline, Caroline was like, you know, she was the one that suggested it to me. And she's like, it's like in my top 5 shows. And then Nikki said the same thing. And then Tanya was like, she loved it too. And I was like, I'm late to this game. It started in 2005. Okay, let me get into where are my comments at? Comments. Okay. Rihanna said... Not Rhiannon, like the song. Rihanna. Happy October, everyone. Happy October, Rihanna. I started decorating my apartment today. I'm trying to pull together a cute alien costume. Ooh, I like that. But my backup easy costume is Daphne from Scooby-Doo. I love that too. Peter, I am excited to hear you starting Criminal Minds. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I definitely think it's right up your alley. Hope to hear more about it as you continue to watch. I'm loving it so far. I like an alien costume. You know what a cute alien costume is? Did you look at that? What's that one? I don't know why I just thought about this. What's it called? The one where it's like the woman that has like the hairdo like that. Something from Mars. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I think that would be a cute costume. Okay. Do you know the cutest costume? If you guys need a couple's costume, okay? Don't tell them that you got it. Don't be like, oh, somebody told me to do this. Just act like you came up with it yourself. Our friend Erin usually has a Halloween party every year, and a couple years ago, her cousin and her cousin's husband came, and I think I've shared this on here before, they wore like just the same color t-shirt. I think they were like teal blue or something, and they wore khaki shorts, and they both had like the same sneakers with socks on, and they had name tags on that said their names, just like, hello, my name is, and they had their name tags on, or I think they had specially name tags or something like that they printed off, and I don't know how they did it, but anyway. And then they were pushing these, like, they bought them at, like, Toys R Us, or, like, Toys R Us doesn't exist anymore, Toy Store. That's so weird. What toy stores exist anymore if Toys R Us doesn't exist? Or did it come back? I don't even know, because I don't buy toys like that, obviously. But anyway, I mean, and then there's Amazon. So, where do people buy toys today? Just Walmart and the Meijer, and the Meijer, I love the Meijer so much. Target, Walmart, anyway. So they were pushing little carts, like grocery carts, but kids carts. So they got at like, you know, the toy section. And they were from Supermarket Sweep. It was genius. And I loved it so much. I was like, and when they came out, I was like, oh, I knew exactly. I was like, oh my God, they're from the game show Supermarket Sweep. And it was just such an easy costume. And plus they got to be comfortable and they were cute in it. So if you want to steal that costume, I think that's a fantastic costume. Okay. Melissa and Jason. Jason, if you're like into EDM. Come on now, camera. This is why the tripod. See, it usually then when that happens, it takes down the leg with it. I think it was last year, Melissa and Jason. Jason wore the Marshmallow head, the DJ Marshmallow. So if you're into EDM music or you're, you know, I was gonna say if you're a little bit younger, but I love all that music too. And Jason is older than me, so he wore just like a regular, like he wore like a leather jacket and t-shirt and jeans. But then he wore the Marshmallow head, which I think you can get at any like Halloween store. And then Melissa dressed up as a raver. And so she was at, she was like a Marshmallow fan, which I thought was kind of a cute costume. Ugh, this is like giving me hell tonight. I don't know why. It's so bad. Okay. Wait, please don't fall. Alright. Oh, okay. Raina gave me a suggestion for a mop. She said, I like to bone a mop. You guys, I looked at all these mops last night. I was actually talking to Nikki about it, because Nikki, like, every day, like, she's like Caroline, washes down her cupboards, her kitchen counter, her mops, all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, I need a mop, and I asked for, you know, suggestions on my vlog. And she was like, well, I would, like, a couple of you guys suggested the Swiffer Jet, but Nikki was like, I think we even have one already, actually. And, because I think we have it in the basement, like in the corner where we keep like regular mop and stuff like that. I think we bought it years ago. But Nikki was like, you can buy a Swiffer Jet. She was like, but it won't do like the heavy cleaning that you want. And so I think somebody recommended on the vlog, like one of the machines. So I got online. They're like, you can get one pretty inexpensive. $299 was like the average price for like chargeable stand-up like wet vac for your floors. Because I need something, we have slate floors, so I need something that's going to clean it. The thing is, like, Alex's shoes, he wears a lot of, like, heavy black shoes, like, they scuff the floors and stuff like that. So I need something that's, like, once a week I can go in there and clean the floors. Does anybody have a suggestion? Because I don't want to get down on my hands and knees and be cleaning the floor and stuff like that. I mean, I will, but that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm like vacuuming it, and then I'm going down there and whatever. So I just want something that, I mean, I guess I have no problem paying $299 if we're going to use it, but I don't want to buy one unless it's somebody that's like, oh yeah, this is the one that we use. And it has to be something that can go over wood. Our wood floors are not original woods, but we need something that can go over wood floors and can also go over slate. So if somebody has a suggestion out there, like a wet vac, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where it's like it vacuums stuff up, it scrubs it at the same time, and then like it dry, like as you go over it, it's like it dries within minutes. That's what I'm looking for. I would pay $200 or $300 for one if somebody can tell me this is what I use and I love it. So if you guys can tell me that and I get 2 or 3 suggestions of the same thing, I will buy that. But I'm really wanting to invest in one of those. Okay, Courtney said the Osidar mop is the best. A steam mop. I think that might be what I'm talking about, a steam mop, said Ashley. So many people said things about Boo Riley. I just want to say I really, really appreciate it. Annika said, so glad Boo is doing great. But sir, I had to order these blind date with a book because of you. Haha, I'm so excited to get them. I think I'm gonna do the Halloween one. I found a Halloween one that I really, really like. Brittany said, Criminal Minds is my comfort show. I'm currently on season 8 of my rewatch. Is it like a show that you would rewatch? Is it like, I mean, I asked Nikki and I asked Caroline that. Is it like a show that like the characters develop over time, like relationships and stuff, and they both were like, yeah. So I'm gonna keep on watching it. I like it. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your profile name, but you said, I'll be 24 tomorrow. Haha, I love watching you as I work and clean or play on my phone. Happy birthday! Somebody else left a comment on here that said something about there being their birthday. Hold on a second. I think I commented back to it. Oh, Alexa got a new job. I just want to say congratulations to Alexa on her new job. She announced it the day before, and then yesterday she said it was her first day on the job, and I said congrats. So congrats to you, Alexa, on your new job. And can we also send some prayers out to Stacy, who is talking about her kids missing school for being sick and stuff like that. I want to send some prayers and love out to Stacy. Stacy has been a long-time watcher of the vlog, and she's also part of the True Crime Book Club and stuff like that. So, Stacy, sending lots of love and prayers to you. Let me get back into these comments. I feel like I've seen that Bona mop before. Is like the ad for it, like, kind of like neutral, like whites and like off, like, you know, like wood colors and stuff like that. I'm not going to read all these. I feel like there was like one or two that I wanted to say something about. Megan said, I'm so happy that Boo is doing better. Thank you so much. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
That's the little dog that looks like, it's a little bit bigger than Boo Radley. He's so cute. It always reminds me of the dog in 101 Dalmatians. That's a Midnight Bark dog. That's who it reminds me of. Megan said, I'm so happy that Boo is doing better, Peter. Naps are important. Remember, you need to take care of yourself, too. Thank you for that. The world needs to get back to not judging people brave enough to get on camera and talk. Please listen to yourself more. You are so sweet. I really appreciate that, Megan. Thank you. I feel like people are changing their profile names. Because I'm like looking at him and I'm like, I feel like this name was something different. Every once in a while somebody will be like, I used to be this, but I changed my name to that, just so you know. I'm like, okay. But like the profile picture is the same. Stephanie said, I use a Swiffer mop for quick cleanups. Oh, this is why I wanted to watch Plathville this week, because the trailer for it last week was so interesting, because it's like, they're doing like a concert and Mariah goes missing and they don't really know why. And Savannah said Plathville was interesting this week for what they didn't show. There was a much bigger story with Mariah, but she refused to show it on TV. I hope they share more next season. If they don't, it's probably over. Okay, that's going to be interesting to see what that's about. Ashley said, I have a Shark steam mop. So at Costco today, I looked at them. There was one for $699. It wasn't a Shark steam mop. I don't know what it was, like a mop vac kind of thing. But the thing that we have in the kitchen, I think, is a Shark, like, vac or something like that. It's the thing you just clean up little pieces of mess around it. She said the mop pad removes and goes into the washing machine after each use, so you don't have to buy replacement pads like a Swiffer. Okay. Sylvia Brown, not the psychic. Her name's Sylvia Brown, but it doesn't say not the psychic, but I'm going to say not the psychic. I think I've commented on your things before, because I always say that. I love my Tenneco mop. It's the best. I got it for my birthday. I can't imagine not having it around. It's actually a mop vacuum. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I think that might have been what I looked at last night. Oh my god, I found this last night. Horror films of 2024 so far ranked. And this is what they are. Tell me if anybody knows them. The Substance is #1. People keep on asking me if I've watched that. Brahma something is #2. Chime is #3. Dead Talent Society is #4. Your Monster is #5. Alien Romulus is #6. The Girl with the Needle is #7. Strange Darling. A couple people have messaged me about that recently. Is #8 because it's coming out on some channel this month. Exuma is #9. And I Saw the TV Glow is #10. And that's on HBO Max because I keep on going over there to try to look at it. Okay. What was... Oh, here it is. Was the... Oh, it is! It is! This is the one that I screenshot last night. It's the Tenneco. So this is the one that's like $2.99. Okay, so... I'm asking you directly, Sylvia Brown, not the psychic. Do you really love it? I will invest the money in it, but will it do what I'm saying is what I want to know. I see that you like put it in a charging pod. So like, and it has this like, you have to buy this stuff to put in it. So it will like clean the slate and would floors and then like dry them as you go. Like, so it'll pick up stuff on the floor and then also clean the floors. Please let me know that in the comment section below. Sylvia! I'd appreciate that. Joyce said, I also love Dark Winds and the original movies from, I think, okay, based on the Tony Hillerman books. I don't think I've ever read a Tony Hillerman book, but back in the day when I would just buy paperbacks here and there, I feel like I bought a couple of them. This one, Dark Winds, is based on the Tony Hillerman book, I think it's called The Listening Woman, because I notice it every time during the intro. Somebody said, Tony said, cedar spin mop, okay. Tamara said, get the Shark steam mop that has the moving scrubbers, 10 out of 10 quick and no mess. Minimalist said, yes, Peter, yes, please do those videos with Cousin Caroline. We talked about it today. She's like, what I think we should do is we should do our top 5 true crimes and our top 5 top 5 reality shows. She watches true crime, but not as much as me. Top 5 reality shows and top 5 non-reality shows, but we won't tell each other what they are before we come. And I go, you won't come prepared. She goes, yes, I will. So we're going to do those videos. Julie said, don't forget Real Housewives of New York starts this week. Somebody else messaged me last night, and this is the other show I forgot that I had to add to my list last night. They said, don't forget that Dragula starts tonight. And I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot about that. So I have Dragula, Survivor. I love Dragula so much. I think it's 10 times better than RuPaul's Drag Race. I have Dragula to watch. I have Survivor, The Golden Bachelorette, Season 2, Dark Winds, Unsolved Mysteries, Salem's Lot, Real Housewives of New York. Alex and I watch all the Housewives together. Obladi, oblada, life goes on. Na 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 na. I wonder how long I've been vlogging total now, because I've taken a couple breaks to talk to my neighbor and stuff like that. Somebody said, I love the Osadar spin mop. Anastasia said, oh, you've commented on my videos forever. Get a Tenneco floor cleaner. Okay, a couple people have said that now. We have the Bissell Spin Wave and O-Cedar, which is a mop and bucket, but I can use it to clean baseboards, wall, etc. I already do that with like washcloth. Somebody else said Osadar, do one with a small tank. Alex just texted me and said, leaving right now. The small tank behind it, slim so it fits anywhere to store. Do I do the Osadar or do I do the Tenneco? Let me know. Minimalist said, I love hearing an update on Boo Radley every day. I'm glad he had another good day. Thank you so much. Lots of prayers that we get through tonight. You guys left so many comments that were really sweet. I really, really appreciate that. If you guys like me reading comments, let me know and I'll read more comments tomorrow. Okay, babe, I'm texting him back. I mean, there were so many comments about Boo and, you know, you guys being like, yeah, all the updates in the world, we appreciate it. And I just want to say I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Lots of prayers, please, that we get through each and every day, another day. Hopefully seizure-free tonight and that he does really, really well. He slept all day. I'm like, I have a feeling tonight he's going to be, like, pacing and really... He's like, we're half an hour away from... less than a half an hour away from his next dose. So I'm going to go inside and check on him. I'm going to get off here now. I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Wednesday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys. And I should be back tomorrow on my other channels as well, at least a couple of them. I don't really have anything to do around the day, but tonight I'm just going to dedicate to watching some TV and relaxing, taking a nap. I'll definitely be doing my weight loss journey update tomorrow on my Peter Watches. Oh, you know what? I have that movie to watch this week. Oh my God. With all these new movies coming out, I might have to delay the Peter's Movie Club for another week, but I don't want to do that. So at some point, I'm going to have to watch Suburbia, which was last week. I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm getting off here now. I've got lots of shows to watch. My life is consumed with shows, but that's okay, because, I mean, if that's what my life is, and that's a really, really good thing, you know? And I hope that you guys are having a good day. If you guys are having a tough day today, I hope that it passes soon and good days ahead. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I love you guys. Oh, if nobody else, I hope they're having a magically amazing Wednesday. You made it halfway through the week. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Oh, somebody said the other day, I said, I went through the whole outro really fast, and I said, happy birthday, Elena. And they go, you can't say happy birthday, Elena, and just say it like that. You have to say it with, I can't remember who said it. But they said, you have to say it with a lot of energy. So, happy birthday, Elena! Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.